Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how to work on gray paper with oil pastels, and the paper is actually very good. It's this Canson mixed media paper, and it's 220, which is good, which means that it is quite thick. But what I found out about working on toned paper, gray paper or black or brown, is that there is a difference between different brands of oil pastels on this paper. And the problem is often that if you use cheaper brands of oil pastels like Paul Rubens or maybe even Montmartre, or I don't know, even Soho on gray paper, it's really hard to achieve the desired colors, and contrast. Comparing with more expensive brands like Sennelier or Holbein. And I have a certain suggestion, and I'll have two pieces of paper, and I'll show you how I would start a very simple landscape, like the one that I recently did in oils, and how different brands of oil pastels will show themselves. Okay, will like show the quality of these pastels on this paper. So when you paint on gray paper, you need to, or any tone paper, you need to start with light or medium value colors. Like I have this Paul Rubens, and I'll just this is a medium value color, and it's kind of, it's not really the color of the light, but I can probably add I think this is Montmartre or something, and so this is a little bit cheaper brand, and I have actually all the brands mixed. So it will be kind of hard for me to okay, and this is Paul Rubens. Okay, so this is Paul Rubens. This is these are cheaper brands, and what I'm saying is that if you can see this, so this is actually, I think this is Soho. So you need to start with, if you, this is the meadow. I'm actually painting the meadow, and this is the color of the light, and well, I think that they all actually are pretty good. Let's see, because if I take, for instance, this is Paul Rubens, okay, and this is not bad actually. They all are pretty good, not bad. But often, it happens that when you apply light value colors, oh, this is very good. This is Paul Rubens. You see, it's very, so you need to start with light value colors, and like this, and then you may mix maybe some greens, or not even greens, but maybe some greens and ochre colors like this. This will be the tree. So what I'm saying is that actually they look pretty good. I mean, all these cheap brands, and because I have Holbein, okay, and you see that Holbein actually it's yellow, and it actually is a transparent, kind of transparent film, which is not what we need. I think that this is okay. This is probably Sennelier. But I can say that they all look really nice. And so if we add some light and medium value colors here, we can probably. So what I'm saying is that when you paint on gray paper, start with light and either very light or like medium light value colors, because if you just start with let me see, if you start with this is Holbein, actually this is Holbein, so I can say that you see it's good for the dark, because you can mix like purple, for instance, okay, and you mix this is Sennelier, so you can mix purple and green, and but this will be the shadow, so this will be the shadow, and maybe we will have some shadow here, so a little bit of shadow here, and we can use some. So I'm mixing emerald green and some this color. I think that this is ochre, golden ochre, and okay, so I will be like using any kind of colors, because I think that they all look really nice. So I think that basically you know, I thought there would be much difference, but there's no much difference between cheaper and more expensive brands now. And so another thing is that I think that I bought this you see it handmade artist oil colors beeswax paste, and it's Michael Harding. It's Michael Harding paste, and it looks like this. So you may add this paste to the to oil pastels, and they work really fine. I mean, I see that I don't know about, because you know, on gray paper you need to mix colors, you need to know how to mix colors, because mostly, you know, oil pastels, this is too hard actually. Well, oil pastels are soft, but some of them are really hard, And this is Sennelier, so this is kind of softer, not very soft, but still softer than many other. I'm just so you see, this is how all these dark colors look, and we can also use some maybe, because this will be mostly shadow, so this is why I'm saying that if you need to start with light, start with light, you know, and then you gradually you figure out where your shadows will be, and then use the colors for the shadows. This will be the mountains. Okay, this is Sennelier 2, and this is probably too dark, but still. This will be the mountains, and this will be the sky. So actually, you see, if we, this is Paul Rubens, and the colors are very nice. I just bought the set, which looks like this, and it's very soft. And it's very soft, and it has lots of light value colors, lots of blues, and I see some pinks, like kind of portrait colors, and some neutrals, and light, very light yellows, very light neutral green grays, and some greens. And I also bought this set, which is 72 color set, and actual Paul Rubens is Chinese, so if you didn't know. And you know, I really like it because it's just, you see, the colors are very saturated, and I still leave some space for some greens, because I think that, okay, there will be some but still I need either I can blend with a blender. Where is my blender? I can blend with a blender, or I can, yes, I have a blender. I can blend with a blender, like rubber blender. I can blend with a blender, or I can dip it in this paste, and the blender in this paste, and I can apply and the same here. You see, I can apply some, because I think that the problem with oil pastels, and why many people think, oh, I'm not going to do it, because it's just spreading, it's blending oil pastels with either this kind of paste, or it's actual beeswax, turpentine, and oil linseed oil. And if I turn it, so you see it's actually, there is no stain. There are no stains. So this this paste, you need really a little bit, because you see it's still on the paper, and you need to understand that any medium, except for odorless mineral spirits, any medium, any oil, many artists love to use oil like baby oil, but any medium will be on the paper for a while. And I'm not sure about sorry, I'm just talking and painting at the same time. This is kind of hard. I'm not sure about baby oil, so I may apply. You see this this is yellow, kind of yellow, it's kind of Naples yellow color. The color, I mean, it's not really white, it's more like Naples yellow, very light white, yellowish white, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, it blends really well with this blue, and it's like, I can say it's the afternoon light, maybe more to the end of the day. So what I'm saying is that no, this is probably too dark. What I'm saying is that this is Rubens, Paul Rubens. So what I'm saying is that you probably will need so I'm actually painting the light, okay, but so this is the light, this is the shadow. Why light comes first? The light comes first, and let's see, maybe we'll just maybe we'll add some light here too, like some kind of flowers here and some things in the distance, okay? So make sure that you leave some, if you want to add more colors, you leave some place for other colors, you know, and try to use more like analogous colors which are close to the wheel. This is purple. Let's see that we have some, okay, flowers here, and maybe they are purple, okay? But I can always, you know what, why this color? This color maybe always I can always make it darker, always. So if you have something light but you want something darker, you can always add cooler, for instance, cooler color, okay, and make it darker. Or you can use this ochre color, okay, it's not really dark but still, okay. So I'm actually painting. So this is like I'm in fact I'm more like I'm kind of playing with these colors. You see, I'm adding and these colors here, and maybe, you know, I'm more like playing. And this is actually Montmartre. It's very good. You see, it's and still we have this medium, and we can actually add and blend colors more. And even maybe add some and even because when we have this light value color and even probably this color, let's see that we have more of this. Okay, more. I really like this color. We can always it's up to you. I mean, you can use whatever color you like. I'm kind of attracted to, and maybe some of flowers here. Okay, and maybe some flowers. This is Paul Rubens too, and it's actually it works really nice. So what I'm saying is that when you apply, like here, when you apply any kind of medium value color, you need to make it darker if you want. If you think that this is your shadow, and maybe a little bit warmer, okay, and so I think that I won't be doing that painting because it doesn't make sense now, and I'll just do this one instead. Okay, so we have our. We'll just. So if I want to do something like some kind of stormy sky, I can always. This is Paul Rubens. I can always mix these colors and if you just introduce any color, like I'm introducing this color, and this is I think this is Quilox, okay, and it may be the color of the shadow here, maybe like or here. So I'm not actually blending here a lot. I'm more like adding layers of color. This is why I like oil pastels. It's very impressionistic, and you can. It's called. This technique is called breaking color. It's a little bit hard. I mean, it may be hard. If you never did that, it may kind of difficult to do. But So this is actual medium value color, and this may be the color of the shadow if it's like the sunny day or something, and this may be the color of the light. Okay, these greens here with some maybe pinks, and okay, so if you think, then we still can, you know what, we can still blend this area a little bit. You see, it's much easier when you blend. So some artists say we don't blend, but you need to blend. You need to blend, and this is important because it will take you like hours to break colors like this. But if you blend, and when you blend, you see you just work faster, and even you may, you know what, you may work wet and wet, which is kind of hard, you know. I'm just adding, I have some medium here, and I'm adding oil pastels here like this. Okay, again, this is handmade artist oil colors beeswax paste. Again, you see, and it's very good. It's actually one of the best mediums. I use it a lot with my oil paintings. Sorry, I'm just talking and painting at the same time. It's hard, you know. And I'm just looking for the color. I cannot find it. I have my greens. I'm not a very organized artist, but I have, like, you know, I have this I have these trays, and it's like a tray, it's plastic tray, and I have all my kind of greens and blues, you know, greens and blues, different shades, and then I have my kind of yellows, the same way. I don't really like you know, this is light. I don't like boxes. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't like boxes, so it's okay, I don't really have but you know what happens when we have this is Paul Rubens. If we have too many layers, and maybe it should be dry, but sometimes, you know, you see I cannot really add more colors, and it's kind of not very nice. Well, it happens, yeah. So this is the reason that you need to see where you place your lights and when you place your darks, like this. Okay, so probably maybe I'll have some purples here. And some yellows. Well, Paul Rubens actually is very nice. I like it. I really like this. I think that I have some, maybe kind of. Quilox is pretty good, but now it's kind of, I don't know what's going on. Either it's gone or so the thing with oil pastels that you see, I have the shadow here and I have the light, and we need often we need some colors that will be that we can put over dark layers, you know. And in this sense of, I think that Quilox and now Paul Rubens, no, what is this? This is oleaferous oil pastel, which is cheap too. But we need to place some maybe like this, you see, and it's kind of reflected light or something. And I also have very dark, it's not, I don't know what color is this one. It's black, you see, it's black. But I think that we can use something like maybe this is Sennelier, and it's a little bit, maybe not very, but we can use it here like for some accents. It's Payne's Gray. You see what I'm doing here, if you can see it, it's actually, I'm adding another layer, but it's not seen here. This is what I'm talking about. If you need to add more layers over the dark layer, you definitely need like this, you definitely need something. This is Quilox. So Quilox and Sennelier work very well. But if you have, I don't know, if you have a cheaper brand, it will be hard for you to add any more layers. So Quilox is very good brand. I really like it, you know. It's very good. I think this is probably Sennelier now. I'm not sure, but I think that, yes. I want just to add more kind of reflected light here in this, more like very, very subtle, you know, very subtle reflected light here, very subtle. And maybe some purple flowers, which I also have this Sennelier, this color. This is too purple. This is actually, it's not really visible. It's yeah, it's like you don't really see it. So I think that I will just add some purples here, just like this, which is fine. We have this dark. So the problem with oil pastels is that you need to define your dogs. Okay, you define your dogs, and then you need a good brand so that you can add layers with other. Oh, well, you can add layers, right, with this brand. And this is the problem with oil pastels, as I realized in my own experience, that so I think that Quillox, then Paul Rubens is a good brand, Montmartre, Soho, all these brands, of course Sennelier, Holbein not so much. Holbein actually, this is Holbein, you see, and Holbein produce really good dark and medium value colors, but Sennelier is very good. So like this is very dark purple, and I still can add some accents with this dark purple, you see, and it works very well. So I'm adding this and here. So I like, okay, probably not, don't need this. So what about so now you understand kind of how to, you can always add some, you see I'm adding some dark accents, right, with this Sennelier, some grass, and it works. So I suggest that you use either Sennelier or Holbein for darks, and maybe just any other soft brand for light and medium value colors. So it's okay. Like I have this Paul Rubens, and it works nice here. So, and okay, so I can, and as for this tree, I think that it's probably a little bit colorful. I mean, we have purple and green here. We can tone down it a little bit with this kind of dark, this is Sennelier, and maybe some branches here, something like this, because most of it will be in the shadows. So we just and some maybe reflected light, not very well. I'm not really happy with it, but that's fine. I mean, maybe some light here on the foliage, a little bit of light here on this foliage. I was so busy. I'm getting ready for my solo show right now for Cabell Gallery in Lexington, Virginia, which is a lot of work, and I kind of, this is the reason I stopped. And before that I brought like 17 paintings to another gallery, and then I'm bringing like 15 paintings to this solo show. It's within a month. So it's really, if you're a professional artist and you work with the galleries, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, yeah. Okay, so I may add some kind of, I don't know, maybe like some, okay, trees here, just a bit, not very visible. I think that we can use some, even some purple, maybe even some purple here. I really love purple, to mix green and purple, or green and blue, you know. It doesn't really, not black, but try to, if you want to be more impressionistic, try to mix, as I always say, mauve instead of, or dark magenta, dark mauve, dark transparent color instead of brown, like this color. Okay, like this one. Okay, I didn't, okay, it's like this one. And try to mix very dark blue like Payne's gray or indigo instead of black, and you will be on the right track in terms of color. Okay, I can probably just make it a little bit, because you see what I'm saying is that when you have this light color, you can always make it darker if you want. You can always add some color notes that you need, like for instance, okay, let's see that maybe some, you see some purple here. Okay, this is very light purple, and can always add some, I don't know, purple, tone it down, always tone it down. So if you can start with, you can even, you know, we can even maybe, okay, do it this way. I actually toned it down, almost toned it down, everything. Yeah. Okay, so it was very light green. Now it's kind of, I added some ochre, and it has this ochre color, which is okay. And I can add some mauve here. We can add some mauve in the sky, you know, if it's like this before it's the sky before the storm. Sorry, I'm just okay. And I'm sorry, I'm just so let's see, this is for instance this color, the color of the sky, and then it's a little bit, it's actually Quilox. Quilox colors are very nice, you see, and we may not even try to blend them, like I'll probably and if you have really soft pastels like Quilox, for instance, you can always you can maybe not use the solvent, sorry, forgot the word, the solvent, yes, the solvent. And this is another part of the, like, of the mountains. This one part, and that one is another part, a distant part of the mountains. And here we have actual this part, which looks like more like the sky already. And I can probably make it even lighter and cooler, this area, cooler and lighter. Okay, cooler and lighter. Okay. And what else? We can also, oh, it's already 44 minutes. 44 minutes, sorry for this. Okay, we can also add some, I won't be holding you that long. I mean, it's hard, I know it's hard to watch all these videos, but I think that you will get the main idea. Okay, I will not probably be look, we have this. Even in this area, you see we have these colors, and we apply light value colors, okay? And you see we have these parts of darker colors, but that's fine, you know. Sometimes you think, oh, I have this, you know, I mix this yellow with some green from the tree, and what do I do? But in many cases, if you spray, I noticed that if you spray, you can add more colors later. That's for sure. Yes, if you spray, it's not that, but still you need to define your darks and medium value colors and lights before you start the painting. Otherwise, this area, when lights meet the darks, it's very hard to correct, you know. If you made a mistake, it's very hard to correct. And don't press too hard. So I'm pressing it very lightly. You see, even this color, very lightly, like this, because you see, I want to make a hole in the tree, and for instance, okay, and maybe add some color here, and I'm adding just a little bit, maybe on here, you know. Well, it's not a finished painting, of course, but I think that you have the idea. You get the idea, you know, of how to paint on colored paper. Start with light or medium value colors, define your darks, and then work from light to dark. You can, if you even try to start with, if the whole landscape is warm, like the grass is warm, start with some light value, warm color like yellow, I don't know, maybe yellow green, you know, and then work, add more layers later, maybe warm layers or cool layers, or okay, you see, this is Sennelier. This is and I want to add some yellows, and you see it's hard. I mean, it's there, but this is what I'm saying. I just bought these jumbo yellows, and they are very, very bad. Let's see, we have this. This is what? This is Rubens. Rubens is better. Okay. Rubens is a little bit. I even have to, oops, that's a lot. But still you see that Rubens has this, oops, sorry. It's my, Rubens has this better quality of, I just want to add some yellows here and maybe here, okay? So you see that Rubens is probably better, and it's really thick here. Okay, and okay, so yes, define your darks and lights and work from light to dark. And you can use this medium, like this paste, which looks gorgeous, right? And okay, so, and the paper is very good. It's cheap. It's much cheaper than, it's a pad. So any paper of 200, 300 GSM is great for, you see, no stains. No stains. Okay. Okay, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, give me a like if you like this video, and see you next time during my next video. Okay, bye.